Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your host, it's your father, daddy, master, grandmaster, debater, SethTheProgrammer, back at it again with another analysis, breakdown, power scale, whatever you want to call these videos. But this video will be, how strong would Naruto Uzumaki be as a Super Saiyan? That's right, a Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. But Naruto transformed into one, how strong would he be? I got this idea because you guys really liked the how strong is Naruto compared to Dragon Ball video. And if you haven't seen that, get out from under your rock and peep that video, because that shit is lit, alright? So check out that video before watching this one, because I go into a lot more detail in that video than I will in this one, because I don't want this video to be like 20 minutes long, trying to combine how strong you'd be as a Super Saiyan and how strong you'd just be compared to Dragon Ball, alright? So watch that first, and then come back to this, alright? If you guys like what I do, you like my content, you like Dragon Ball, you like Naruto, I do both of those things, so please consider subscribing to me. I'm always uploading, interesting videos like this, and honestly, I love power scaling, I love doing what I do. Also, I'm extremely close to 100,000 subscribers. I gotta thank you all for that so much. It's been a big dream of mine for a while, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, because we're so close to 100K and I'm so hyped for that. Hope you enjoy. So I guess we should start off with how strong Naruto is compared to Dragon Ball, in case, somebody's too lazy to, watch my previous video, which will probably be most people. But basically it just boils down to Naruto is about early Saiyan Saga level. This is due to the fact that because of scaling, and because of, numerous guides like Kinshiki being confirmed a planet splitter, which would require planet levels of energy, or Kaguya being confirmed a planet buster, or, Naruto being relativistic to those guys, and then getting much stronger as an adult, and Sasuke even fucking destroying Kinshiki with only half his chakra. Yeah, they're about at least planetary. As we discussed in the other video, Piccolo, when he blew up the moon, because he blew it up so efficiently and quickly, it would in fact be a small planet level attack. Small planet being like Mercury or something, not necessarily Earth, but a smaller planet. A lot of people were trying to, also, I'd like to debunk something. A lot of people were like, Seth, you're retarded. You think Piccolo's the only one to blow up the moon? He's the first one to do it. Master Roshi did it first. And it's like, the difference with Master Roshi is that Master Roshi is actually confirmed to be a moonbuster, okay? So, and also Goku was also later on in the Daizenshu stated to be a moonbuster, like Budokai Tenkaichi 23 Goku was stated to be a moonbuster, and he's stronger than Roshi. So yes, Roshi obliterating the moon is somewhat of an outlier, and I think it's just kind of plot-induced stupidity. So yes, Piccolo, he's at least small planet level, and Naruto and Raditz are both, a few times greater than that. So I said in my other video that Naruto would be about Raditz level, except Naruto, of course, can clone himself and do all kinds of crazy hacks. So without further ado, let's go into how strong a Super Saiyan is. Alright, so the first thing you should know about the Super Saiyan forms is that it's confirmed in both the Daizenshu and the Super Exciting Guide, and I believe Toriyama actually stated this himself, is that the Super Saiyan form is a 50 times multiplier. Okay, but what it does is that it actually multiplies your power level by 50 times, and not necessarily a linear multiplication. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, power levels are bullshit. The only people that ever said power levels are bullshit, okay, with any poll, alright, are fans on Kaizenshu, okay, not official, or Team 4-Star, okay, and they're do parodies, okay, they're not exactly the most credible. So nobody has ever stated power levels don't matter. In fact, the author himself, Akira Toriyama, whenever he's asked about power levels, he gives a direct answer. When he was asked about the Saiyans, he gave all their power levels. He even said that Raditz had a power level of 1500, and that was never established anywhere in the series until he said so. So he literally went out of his way to add a new sense to the series using power levels. He also gave Nappa's power level, and when asked about, Majin Buu's power level, who was way beyond the Frieza saga, he just said, well, not even Majin Buu would know. He never said they didn't matter. In fact, he said that they were probably one of the most important things in the series when determining strength. He said it determines how strong you are and who would win in a fight. So he had to stop using them because they kept spoiling all the fights and how strong people were. So yes, power levels do matter, and especially when we have their full power levels given to us in the Daizenshu. So that means they can't just suppress their power levels and give us some like fake level, because we have their full levels in the Daizenshu. That being said, the Super Saiyan form does multiply your power level by 50 times. Super Saiyan 2 then does it by 2 times of Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 3 does it by 4 times of that. That being said, let's say that Naruto is Raditz level, okay? So he's Raditz level. Then Raditz has a power level of 1500. You multiply that by the official Super Saiyan multiplier 50 times, and Naruto as a Super Saiyan would have a power level of about 75,000. So now you're asking, what does a power level of 75,000 look like? Now, power level of 75,000 is pretty fucking powerful. Definitely stronger than any of the original Saiyans in history, said like the legendary Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God and all that. So you're stronger than all the Saiyans were. But to be precise, it only takes a power level of 60,000, as hinted by Captain Ginyu, to body the entire Ginyu force, said him himself. So you'd be stronger than, say, Raccoon and Jace, and if you want to use some other guides, you would be as strong as Krillin was when he fought second form Frieza. So, and then you also have the fact that Naruto can clone himself 5,000 times. And yes, Naruto's clones do actually have a lot of his original strength. It doesn't split off like the multiform. I saw someone try to argue that. But yes, Naruto's shadow clones don't just have his strength every time. Because if they did, then Naruto's shadow clone, because you remember he cloned himself like 2,000 times in the Great Ninja War when he had the QB mode, one of his shadow clones was able to swap hands with the third Raikage, who was literally as strong as an 8-Tails. So are you telling me that the 9-Tails is like over 2,000 times stronger than the 8-Tails because one of Naruto's shadow clones was able to take him on? Probably not, man. And on top of that, it was only a shadow clone, and he didn't even have the full QB chakra on top of that. So yeah, definitely some things to keep in mind there. He could probably take on Captain Ginyu, at least as a Super Saiyan, if he uses his hacks and his jutsu. And honestly, I don't see Captain Ginyu really being able to like body swap him, because it's like, which Naruto do you body swap out of the 5,000? He'd have to be very precise, and I don't think it would happen. Now, what about Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3? Well, if you just, say Super Saiyan 2 is just 2 times greater than Super Saiyan. Was a Super Saiyan 2, he'd have a power level of about 150,000, meaning in just without even clones or any hacks, he'd be able to beat Captain Ginyu in a fist fight, but he'd be weaker than Kaioken times 2 Goku from Namek. Now, as a Super Saiyan 3, his power level would hit about 600,000, which is even higher than First Form Frieza. First Form Frieza being the guy that with one finger casually obliterated planet Vegeta, a planet with 10 times the mass and gravity of Earth, which was calculated to be a high dwarf star level feat. So that means Super Saiyan 3 Naruto would more than likely be high dwarf star level in terms of what he could destroy. And he could clone himself a fuck ton, like I've said millions of times. He could absorb shit tons of nature energy and all kinds of shit. He also has some good moderate regeneration abilities. So he would honestly probably be able to take on second form Frieza even if he got extremely lucky. Although I think third form and final form would be definitely his limit. And also, guys, we're talking about like QB Naruto mixed with Super Saiyan, as you can tell by the thumbnail of this video. Speaking of thumbnails, this thumbnail today was made by a pretty cool guy. He's been making thumbnails and pictures for me for free just to practice. His name is @SuperDuperBoo, and he is an awesome guy. Please give him, some respects. And anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And till next time.